What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be watching probably one of the dumbest murderers I ever seen. This guy probably watched too much TV and he thought he was going to do some movie stuff. But just check it out. Just check it out.
This unsuspecting man is about to show just how much of a monster he really is.
Damn.
On
Then
September 12th, 2021,
that looked like he smoked
this
somebody.
man, 38-year-old Antoine
That was the car, must be.
assassinated 4 innocent people in the middle of the night.
Damn.
Our small team of investigative reporters has gathered the footage and case details about Antoine and how all 4 murders came to be in order to present the whole story in its entirety for the first time ever.
That full
This all
investigation.
started very early in the morning, a few days prior, on September 8th. Antoine arrived in Minnesota via airplane from his home state of Arizona, and footage shows that nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. But that changes very soon. Antoine is picked up by an unknown person and leaves the airport with them.
Look like
A
an
few days
Uber. He
later,
got in the
on
back.
September 11th, late at night, Antoine revisits the airport in a new luxury Mercedes SUV. Later investigations
ain't that the
report
same
that
truck he
this
just
car
left in?
was recently loaned to Antoine.
Ain't that the same car he just left in? Hold on. Let's go back a little bit. Hold on.
And leaves the airport with them.
Look at that. I can't see the front really.
A
But it
few
looked like
days
the
later, on
same
September
Benz,
11th,
GLS
late at
Benz.
night, Antoine revisits the airport in a new luxury Mercedes
Now more light. It
SUV.
looked the exact
Later
same.
investigations
I ain't gonna
report
lie.
that
He
this
driving
car
it this
was
time.
recently loaned to Antoine.
See, the last time he got in the back like it was an Uber driver. If this is, then this time he driving the car. It looked like the same car though to me.
It is unknown whether or not Antoine is connected to a larger organized crime group. While it's a logical hypothesis considering the value of this luxury car Antoine is now driving, we have yet to unfold the full story of this case, as it is only just heating up. We don't know why Antoine revisited the airport, but the
So he go
surveillance
back to
footage
the
gives us a
airport.
glimpse at his passenger, who bears a striking resemblance to one of his future murder victims, Nitosha Lee Flug Presley. If the passenger is indeed Nitosha, then this was one of the last images showing her alive. According to a complaint filed by an anonymous person, a witness said they saw Antoine and Nitosha taking shots together at a bar just hours after he left the airport. Records also show that Nitosha's aunt told investigators that Antoine and Nitosha were romantically involved.
Oh, they was
Putting
dating.
all this information together, it's becoming more and more likely that this passenger is indeed Nitosha. After a night of drinking, it is believed that Antoine and Nitosha went to a residence in St. Paul, where they spent time with 3 other people who would soon become Antoine's other 3 future murder victims.
Oh,
The third.
oh, so you mean to tell me they went out drinking? I ain't gonna try to solve it. They went out drinking, right? With this little boo jump, decided to go kick it to the friend's house, and at the friend's house, these the other people that he murdered. Oh, some shit went down.
Matthew Pettis and Jasmine Sturm.
About to find
Just
out.
hours later that same night, now the very early morning of September 12th, surveillance footage caught this altercation sometime around 3:30 a.m. in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Ooh, that's 2 shots. That's 3. 4. Oh, he balling. Is that him driving? Gotta be the car.
In this footage, we hear gunshots and then that same Mercedes car speed through the streets.
You cannot see
It
the
is
car
clear
from
this is
there.
when the murders happened.
There's no way this camera you can see is that Benz. There's no way. Unless they got some different lighting with they little gadgets and technology that they can make this light and see the car. There's no way you can know that is car. I didn't even know. I mean, from the speed and the video, obviously, you know it's probably the car. But just off the first sight, how you know that's the car? Like, make it make sense.
But what Antoine does after this is quite shocking. On the same day around 10 a.m., after driving around for many hours trying to figure out what to do with the dead bodies, Antoine decided that he needed help hiding the bodies. So he made...
This is what all people do. When if I'm involved in some murder, some criminal stuff, I'm not going around places where I know it's gonna be cameras. Because one, the cameras are gonna hem you up. You can't lie on video. Video is the one thing that's going to tell the truth. So if they ask you a question about this specific time and you not there or you say something else, you just messing yourself up. Now you better be asking for a lawyer.
Makes plans to meet up with his father, 56-year-old Darren Osborne, at a gas station during the day. Antoine's plan was to have his father follow him into western Wisconsin to a cornfield where they would find an inconspicuous place to dump the car with the bodies in it. Osborne later told officers he had no idea at this point there were bodies in Antoine's car.
Man driving around with cop bodies in there.
Antoine stops at a different gas station than the one planned for the meetup spot. In this disturbing surveillance footage that shows this particular stop, you can even see one of the deceased victims in the passenger seat, limp and showing no signs of life. And while those bodies are in the car,
there's no way he got the body in the driver's
station.
Your man driving around with a body in the driver's seat. Fuck, is this some movie stuff going on? When he got the body fake propped up like he sleep? Like what's going on, dog?
Just like it's another normal day. Antoine continued traveling to the meetup spot, moving from St. Paul, Minnesota to Dunn County, Wisconsin. This time, stopping at the originally planned gas station. We see him and his father convene at the gas station and they speak a bit before driving away.
Like now you're getting his father in it.
Antoine had now moved the body out of the front passenger seat, considering his father would have clearly noticed a deceased human being sitting in the car. That is, if Antoine's father is telling the truth. Again, at this point, according to the father, he did not know what Antoine was up to. However, it is reported that Antoine allegedly confessed to his father, soon after the meetup, that he had snapped and shot the victims. At this point, it's becoming more and more difficult for Antoine's father to deny his involvement with this situation. Antoine and his father allegedly went on to hide the car with the bodies in it in a cornfield further into Wisconsin.
He got his father in it?
It is reported that a local...
But peep this, right? They already talked to his father, right? They already got this under investigation. The father is saying that he don't know. Like, he didn't know what he was getting involved into it, right? But what's, like, that's a little sketchy to me, because why are you following him in a whole nother vehicle? Why are you not riding with him? And I'm saying, like, I don't know what their conversation is, but why are you in a different car? Like, it's something he told you to make you, have him drive a whole separate car to go wherever they're going. And it sounds like they're going to a whole nother state.
Anonymous farmer found the abandoned Mercedes in a cornfield in Dunn County, Wisconsin.
See, they gotta leave the car there, so he need to ride back. So it depends on what he told him. I mean, you can say a lot of things and say, all right, I'm gonna need a ride back. I gotta go do this with the car, boom, 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 boom. But who knows what really happened?
He very quickly reported it to the police. At this time, no one knew of Antoine's or his father's involvement. However, we do have body cam footage that details some of the officers' experiences investigating the car in the cornfield with the deceased victims in it. What they find is extremely brutal.
That's where we're... Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. Leaving a car in a cornfield? Make it make sense. It's a cornfield where they gonna eventually come and cut the corn. This nigga watched too many movies, dog.
Right here.
A corn... Dog, this has gotta be retarded. And the bodies is... They blocking it off because those are the bodies.
Open the back door. If you need to open the back door.
Do we know if that one in the back on the far right is male or female?
Do you know? The one on the far back? The behind
this
the driver?
just pissed me off, dog. This man just made me mad. He deserved to get caught.
I opened...
Like, night went bad. Whatever happened, okay. Killing people, it happened. Whatever that happened, that situation happened. But after that, if you're trying to cover yourself up, dog, what makes you think leaving the bodies in the car, two, putting the bodies in a cornfield, it's really, technically a cornfield is kind of like a wide open spot, because it got to get cut down. Like, you ain't do nothing to try to hide the bodies. You probably got DNA all over the car. You ain't even try to burn it. You could at least try to burn the car. Something, you just left it there. Like, everything is there. You already went all over the city, face on every camera. The story already played out. Like you just, even if they only have you killing the people, you in the car with the people that's dead. So you the number one suspect. Come on,
That
dog.
door, I basically went like this, and it was just, you know, hard, stiff, rigor, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, the male, we didn't check anything on him. I thought there was like a hole. Looks like there might be blood pooling in his ear, or I thought maybe that was an entry or exit wound. I'm not sure.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
I ran out. Well, it looks like if an actual key started on push button too. There's no keys in the ignition.
No keys in the ignition.
Your shoe, see that?
Yeah, it's pooled, yeah. Definite bullet wound to the right side of the face, right side of the ear on him. On the male.
That's what I thought.
These officers are taking careful note of entry and exit wound details for a very important reason. This detail alone is extremely helpful in determining if the murders were committed with intent or in self-defense.
I mean, that looks like an entrance wound right there.
Definitely look like intent. The way you trying to hide the bodies.
I'm guessing she got shot in the body, though. Yeah, there's blood on her left arm and on her right, and it's old. Watch your right shoulder, man.
Yep.
Oh, what's in the pocket, Dan?
There? Dried blood.
blood,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's dripping right now.
Oh, yeah.
Male, and shot wound to the head. Like, yep. There's the exit wound over here. See on the front,
On the head.
front seat,
Yeah.
right below, right where the shoulder rest is, that white stuff, is that brain matter or skull particulates?
Hard to say.
Because she wearing her seatbelt still?
No,
I couldn't tell if it was
I
just
think they put it
behind her. Behind her.
Just probably so that it wouldn't beep. Because the weight's in there, so it'd beep.
I want to know where the gunshot wound is on this other gal. How do you have exit wounds and there's no damage in the vehicle?
Well then, but also if it's a headshot, wouldn't she have splatter? I mean, you got splatter on him, but it's just weird.
Well, his
They're already
is
doing
coming
it.
From
Look, they're already putting the pieces together. Like where the blood at? This and this and that. So they already starting to realize it ain't happening in the car.
his nose. You know, that's just draining from the nose from the brain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, did we look through the? Well, let's just get out of here. I guess we'll go talk to Kyle.
During later investigations, Antoine's Arizona ID card was found on the
This
floor of
guy.
the car, covered in blood. This
He wanna
pointed
get
the
caught.
officers directly to him and later his father as well, as more information was discovered after they reviewed the
Look, he out of all the stupid stuff he did, he just put the icing and the cherry on top. He just did he just gave it all away. Like left his ID in the car. He suspect number one. He not one of the dead bodies in the car. His ID in the car. We coming straight to question you. Now all the video footage of everywhere you at, they gonna get and see what's going on. Now you placed there all the way you everywhere. Like it's over. Like you need a lawyer, the best lawyer ever to get out of this situation right here.
previously shown surveillance footage. Officers arrested Antoine's father first, and then charged Antoine with 4 counts of hiding a corpse. Antoine, now back in Arizona, turned himself in to the Arizona authorities. Antoine would now be brought back to St. Paul, Minnesota, the city where he committed the murders. This is where his dramatic legal trial would take place. Over the course of the next few days of Antoine's trial, he claimed, incredulously, that he acted in self-defense in the killing and
Of course, that's
transporting
all
of the
you
4
got.
victims, which the prosecutors stated that they find improbable.
Right.
Antoine has had a lengthy history of breaking the law, including multiple instances of unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of marijuana in a vehicle, driving with a suspended license,
Dang.
and much more.
He's
Even though
done.
Antoine had never racked up any charges nearly as serious as murder, this made it quite clear that Antoine is no stranger to criminal activity. During the trial, Antoine never gave any reason other than self-defense. He said the 4 victims were attempting to rob him, claiming he was the victim in this situation. However, going back to what the police learned about the entry and exit wounds of the bullets in the bodies, it's obvious this is definitely not a case of self-defense. Even though no one believed Antoine's excuse, he still gave no other reason as to why he did this. So we may never know his true motive behind murdering the 4 innocent victims.
That was a terrible lie.
The jurors, after 6 hours of deliberation, decided
he got
that
life.
Antoine was found guilty on all 4 counts of second-degree intentional murder and was sentenced to 103 years in prison. His father, Darren Osborne, was charged with 1 count of aiding an offender. After pleading guilty, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison.
He got a 5.
These
That's
are the
light,
jury
though,
verdicts
but
that show
damn.
Antoine being found guilty on all 4 counts of murder. Judge Japal Harris, the judge who sentenced Antoine, told him this: "Each one of these individuals deserves that you serve time for each one of them." What do you believe could have possibly been Antoine's motive for killing these 4 innocent people?
Damn.
Let us know what you think.
What y'all think he did? Drop it in the comments what y'all think. Or what was the reason for this? Me, I think they got drunk, went back to the place, some jealous stuff went on. It was a dude there, probably could have been an altercation with the dude. End up accidentally shooting one person, right? Or somebody got shot first. And then he tried to cover it up, and then everybody else probably tried to jump on him and stop him, and then he ended up just taking everybody else out. That's what I think. Drop in the comments what y'all think his reasons for killing all 4 of those people. But that's a wrap for today, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out of here.